Hello and welcome everyone getting to another video, and in today's video we have an amazing legend run by Mattbeer. Mattbeer is running a team that I believe everyone can build, like no legendaries, all are XLs as you can see, but all of them are like stuff that spawn in the wild, like Talonflame is an community day Pokemon, Lantern is just everywhere, like just go to any, I don't know, water spot like lake, small lake, river, you'll see them spawning a lot. And Clefable generation 1, so anyone who plays the game should have, I don't know, 1000 XL candies for this Pokemon. Do you need XLs for Clefable? Yes you do, because there are like some core matchups that you flip with the XL Clefable. You flip the Greedent and the Jellicent just by being XL, because you still win CMP against Jellicent and 2 Moonblast KOs, and same goes to Greedent. 2 Moonblast plus the Fairy Wind should be enough damage to KO. What does Lantern do? Even though it's like a very low CP Pokemon for the Ultra League, it's 2350, that's it. It's probably the best counter to Talonflame, Charizard, and Poliwrath, because you just walled them. Like you even went down a shield. That's how good a low CP Pokemon can be. Like it's probably the only low CP Pokemon that can compete in Ultra League. So without further ado, let's just go and watch these battles, and we will judge and see. The video is a bit too long because I'm trying to feature like as many battles as possible, and this one here is like from I think previously like Ultra League Premier, where he went with the first battle with Goodra, and then like the clock switched and he played in the Open Ultra League. So the team should be similar. He just replaced Goodra with Clefable. You know, like a clickbait would be like legend with Goodra, you know, but we don't do that in this channel. A9 into you can see, like, even though they got Shadow, but the Charm isn't doing that much. That's because just Lantern is just actually like decently bulky. Since they switched in, they should be switch locked, so that's why Mattbeer is switched out to his Talonflame, and he's gonna incinerate them all the way down. Not a single move thrown here. It might be questionable, like, oh, why did you trade a shield for health? Because remember, okay, he's just going for the BM here or something. They do have a shield. Well, he still haven't revealed the third. That's like how good that game was. Moving into the next game, we are at 29-13, and we are I believe 87 elo from Legend. He hit Legend I think yesterday, and he actually doesn't have that many battles, so I will be leaving his stream in the description below, so make sure to check his live stream. He always play Pokemons that are technically eligible for everyone, like Pokemons that everyone should have, because he doesn't grind. So whatever Mattbeer has, you should have. It can't be warts. Amok, they have Snarl, no, it's Poison Jab, and they have Acid Spray. You kind of need Acid Spray, but I feel like Muk is just the baddest Skunk. Skunk like has the Flamethrower, which helps a lot against Registeel. In fact, you could actually win the 0 against Registeel with Shadow Skunk. I think we go Clefable here, but they have the move, so technically we're just hoping it's Dark Pulse, but it's not. They brought in the Toxicroak, so remember, because he has 2 answers to the Toxie, he does not need the shield, sorry, the switch. So that's why he didn't vote for it. What's the play now? I think Toxicroak will just out-spam us, so once we land the move, we can just get out, and this is not as ideal of a matchup, but it actually isn't bad. So they throw a Crunch here, he barely lives, and we're just going straight for the Brave Bird. That's actually like insane cool. Like he did not, like he knew it doesn't KO, so he let it go and he lived with 1 HP. See guys, he's too good. That's why you should give him a follow. Now all we need to do is just a straight Meteor Mash, and one should get rid of the shield and the second should take the Toxie out. With shielding here, they are nowhere near close to having back-to-back because we CMP'd them, right? And yeah, that was a good game. Moving into the next one, he's playing a Legend. So the good thing, it's like the good thing about high MMR battles, oh my, we see a Boomburder, is that you could copy either the team we're featuring or a team from his opponents. Okay, Boomburger actually hit insanely hard. I do have a video on the channel about that Pokemon. It's basically like an XL Mandibuzz that hits hard. We need to shield this actually, because Payback would knock us out, and it does, like, it has, I think, Fly and and payback. Oh my, Virizion, I don't think we need to stay in. Well, what was the lead? The lead was A slash, so we have to stay in. I mean, you could actually swap to Clefable, because Clefable into A slash isn't a bad matchup. But why is King like an unlosable situation, right? Because now he can just go Clefable and soak all the energy, and then just save the shield for his Talonflame, because Talonflame is about to melt everything down. Another Leaf Blade doesn't do that much damage. We can easily live another one. He is over farming, anticipating the catch, and now all we need to do is just incinerate the A slash down. I hate A slash. What a stupid Pokemon. We live this, so I don't know. We shield. Okay, he did not shield. Now we just double flame charge, and pretty much this is the only Talonflame that I've ever seen like in the last 3 seasons that doesn't have a fly. Maybe Mattbeer doesn't have TMs. Maybe he just is like, okay, it doesn't matter. Who needs to fly when you have skills in the game? Registeel into Talonflame. This is actually a bad matchup for Talonflame if they... Sorry, Reggie wins this matchup if Reggie gets a Zap debuff and Reggie is a very XL. Because now we have to shield the Zap. Okay, they swapped into a water Pokemon, and this is where Lantern is coming in handy. This is the reason we have a Lantern. So far, you've seen him like winning most of the leads, and pretty much Lantern aligned against a water or a flyer. He's over farming a bit. I like this. Like there is no reason to, like you know, hold on your energy. And that was nice counting. This should be a crunch, and it doesn't do... Oh, sorry, they baited. We're going after 4, so they are 1 away. They just got to it, so if they shield, they can throw another one. But there is no reason to be honest. And now all we need to do is just throw this move, shield the Talon, take the win. I think that's a bad IV, Registeel. That's a very bad IV, Registeel. That's like a raid IV or something, because Surf shouldn't do that much damage. But either ways, they have to respect it, so they let it go, they get incinerated down, and then they lose the game. Moving into the next game, opponent is trolling with a Gengar, and they swap into an Empoleon. Lantern is swapped in. Yeah, Lantern is just feasting on all these water Pokemons. Like, that did nothing. Look how bad this matchup. Look how bad Empoleon is. I know like people like Empoleon a lot, but it's just a bad Pokemon. Like even with the buff, it's still bad. Like the problem with Empoleon is not the charge moves. Empoleon has a decent coverage. The problem with Empoleon is that it just doesn't have stats. That's the biggest surf I've ever seen. Doing half of a Pokemon's HP. Look at that, 2 surfs KO. It doesn't even KO G-Fisk with 2 surfs. But yeah, that's how frail Gengar is. We are seeing a Swampert. We're actually in a bad situation, but Clefable is a monster, and we don't have a fly. So what's Mattbeer is gonna do here? I like this shield because, oh my. I mean, Talonflame lives a Hydro, so we need to swap out. If the swap is up, we should be good. Okay, we get to the move. We should live this move, and then a Brave Bird should knock out the Swampert because Talonflame hits extremely hard, especially with a Brave Bird that does lots of damage. Okay, that was a nice win. Wait, Mattbeer's character actually do look like him. I just noticed. Yo, wait, let me show you. He actually made his character to look like him. Wait, is that intentional? Yeah, look. It actually looked like him. Like that's how his hair looked like. His glasses. Yo, good one, Mattbeer. Good one. Okay, let me hide it so this is not like doesn't become bullying. That was a nice 5-0 by the way, and now we are at 2980. That was lots of gained MMR. Now moving into the next game, we have a Toxicroak. This is an amazing lead for Talon. They swap into Drapion. This is a bad Pokemon for the entire team. It's actually a Code Breaker, but we don't need to shield this, so we can just let this go. And honestly, yeah, just go for the Brave Bird and then go Lantern. There might be a case to just like flame charge and then swap, but hey, don't risk it. What if they no shield? Like, don't put yourself in bad situations because you're just being too greedy, right? This is still a scuffed matchup because, okay, never mind. They know shielded, and now all we need to do is just throw these surfs, and that should put them in like incinerate down range. Because Toxicroak also is a very frail Pokemon. I know like people are trying to counter Guzzlord, A-Slash teams, like Ampharos teams with Toxie, but the problem with Toxie just doesn't have, it's not bulky enough to fight these beastly Pokemons. They have a Mandibuzz, we have a Clefable, and this should be a good game. Now he's playing Dialab. Dialab is the first one to hit Legend, so if you are looking for a Zygarde team, Dialab I think is using Zygarde, Registeel, and Lantern. So how is he gonna win this game? I don't think he is going to. Look how much. That's the smallest Brave Bird I've ever seen in my life. Like Brave Bird usually does like 80%, 70%, but it did 50% to Zygarde. So that was like the smallest you'll ever seen amount of like the smallest Brave Bird damage you'll ever seen. This is pretty much a dead game, but Mattbeer doesn't give up, throwing these Moonblast after a Moonblast after a Moonblast, and we don't even have Water Gun on the Lantern to like just be fine or like have a playable matchup against the Zygarde. We don't need to shield here, and oh my, what a nerd. Did you guys see Dialab actually undercharge the Zap Cannon so he can lock on down? That's why he was like the first one to hit Legend this season. That was like an extremely good undercharge. Oh my. Now Clefable needs to spark down Zygarde, the bulkiest Pokemon in the history of the game. Yeah, that Optimus Prime is about, oh my, like the spark is not doing anything. Yeah, Optimus Prime is just too good, guys. Optimus Prime is the best Pokemon in every league. And he brought in the Registeel because he needs to, like, they have to throw a big move, and if he shielded, he can't just debuff them to the oblivion. To be fair, the game is becoming way closer than it's supposed to be, and now we see a Lantern in the back. He's like, no, I got your shield, there is no reason for me to stay more. And he shielded the nuke, and now it comes to a catch. Are we going to see a catch or a bait call? Dialab doesn't bait because technically if he bait Mattbeer no shield, that will give like more of a play to Mattbeer, but he's like this is like just a very high skill gameplay right here. Dialab knows that Mattbeer needs to like Wing Con is basically a catch, so he's not going to throw. Annihilape. I think Annihilape, and this is a hot take, is a bad Pokemon. Like a bad Pokemon to use. I use it a lot and it just doesn't do well. Why it doesn't do well? Not just because of bad Pokemon, it's actually insanely good of a Pokemon. The problem with it is that there are so many Pokemons that just do super effective damage to either fighters or ghosts, and he has both, and like Annihilape has both types. Like look at Feraligatr, like the Poliwrath matchup, it's the one you dominate, everything else is just scuffed. Zap Cannon does lots of damage, and since we have a Lantern, so technically we don't care about swap that much, we can just aggressively swap, and that was shielded, so now we can just match shields from here. They didn't get the debuff, which is actually good. We see that Mattbeer is going for like an amazing counts right there, because he did 3 Incinerate, which is 7.5 seconds, which is the amount of time that takes Registeel to get to a Focus Blast. So see guys, that's why you count. Now what's the play here? You go Lantern and you farm all the way down. Okay, they brought the Annihilape. We have a Moonblast ready to go for the Abe, and all we need to do is just tap our phone into victory. That was a nice game. Mattbeer, well played. Like Lantern wasn't even being used, to be honest. Like Lantern was just there to do like 5 fast moves. Amazing lead. They swap into Mandibuzz. I usually like to do 2 Incinerates then swap, but to be honest, I think 1 Incinerate is just fine. And Mattbeer is like the expert one here, so it's not me, it's his team. He knows how to play it. You need 2 Moonblast. I think a Moonblast and a Meteor Mash should do it, but like a Giga Brain play would be like keep over farming. And then, oh no, to be honest, I mean, we're just getting low on health, so just get rid of this and try to be as healthy. Yeah, that's what I said, like, and then a charge and then farm all the way down. See guys, like I'm just watching, I'm like, okay, what would be an ideal play? And we're seeing that Mattbeer is actually doing it. Opponent having a Galvantula. God, dude, just stop using Galv, please. Galv is bad, okay? Galv is bad. It's so bad. I have a rank 1 Shadow for Ultra League and I'm not using it, okay? Because your wins are always conditional. Like your win con is literally them shielding a launch, and just people don't shield from Galv anymore. So basically you don't have a win because everyone knows how to handle Galv. This is a scuffed matchup, but I think Talonflame is the superior flyer here. We see that opponent is just throwing Mattbeer87, which means this should be a Night Slash or an Aerial Ace. In both cases, we don't care. We see an aggressive move from Mattbeer, but to be honest, that was a good play because you're either knocking them out or just getting a shield back. Opponent had like a baited there and we fell for it, so now we are in a tough situation. Mattbeer is like, okay, we shielded once, we didn't get it. Oh my, opponent get the boost. I'm assuming this is an Aerial Ace version. Why he's going for the Night Slash? Someone is trolling, I swear. They have, oh my, dude, Clefable is just about to sweep. Look at this, Moonblast is going to do lots of damage. We go back to Talonflame. They did like 3, so this is supposed to be a Sacred Sword. And 1 Inside Age should take them down. Bring in the Azu. Sorry, why did I say Azu? The Tapu Fini. Brave Bird does a lot, okay? Yeah, now we go Lantern and we should win this game. And that was an extremely well played by Mattbeer so far. Moonblast does like half, but he's like, this guy has been just Night Slashing. There is no way. I think this Gliscor is just a single move, the Gliscor. So just going to surf it, and that should do it for the game. Opponent realized that there is no hope for them to win the game, and that was a good game. Moving into the next one, Greedent, the most obnoxious Pokemon in the entire Ultra League meta, the worst Pokemon to look at. Oh my, nice timing by the opponent. Like, do you guys just hate Greedent like me, or like you don't mind it? Because I feel like Greedent is just the worst Pokemon in Ultra League. It's so obnoxious. Double Flame Charge should do it. Opponent did not shield the first, but I think we no shield here and we shield the next one. Can we Incinerate down though? That's the biggest question. I'm not counting. I hope Mattbeer is, and so we will see what's the best play. Oh my, they lived with 1 HP. See how obnoxious this Pokemon is? Like, this is not even supposed to be a good matchup. Okay, we are boosted. A Brave Bird should do a lot, and we should get to 2 before they get to... Oh no, never mind. They are Dragon Breath, which means Clefable is about to feast on this dragon. They have a Ninetale, and Ninetale doesn't even have a good time here. So opponent realized that there is no way they win this game, and they decided to top left. Moving into the next game, we have Talonflame into Gliscor again. This is the Night Slash guy. Is this the Night Slash guy? I think... he's not gonna... Yeah, I was about to say, like, no shield, play it differently maybe. No, he's like, no, just play it the same. See? That's why your play should always be ideal, okay? Like I was saying, okay, they shielded last time, so maybe we just bait here, and then like they called the bait. So Mattbeer was like, no, you're not seeing it. So straight Moonblast, this is how you play this matchup, and 2 Moonblasts should do enough damage. Okay, Future Sight actually like does more damage there, and hopefully, I think a Moonblast doesn't do it because Cress is just a beast. So if a Moonblast doesn't do it, you just double Meteor Mash. I think a good IV. Maybe this is not an ideal IV Clefable. I don't know. I feel like Clefable wins the 0. No, I think it's the 1, not the 0. If the Clefable is an XL, that's why like you need an XL Clefable. This is where like Lantern comes in handy. The Poliwrath matchup, like you win even down a shield. So now we're just going to throw these Surfs, and opponent should shield, right? And opponent is trying to farm all the way down, but it doesn't work. Now we swap, we get an Incinerate. So all we need to do is farm them down, and then we Brave Bird the thing in the back. And I think this is the last game, and he hit Legend. So congrats to Mattbeer, and thank you so much for sending me these amazing battles. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you like these battles, make sure to like the stream, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and make sure to follow Mattbeer on his Twitch live stream when he streams his battles. This is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Peace.